Hi students, this is Ajanta ma'am. Again, I'm back with a new video of a short story by Rabindranath Tagore called Athiti or Guest. Now, Athiti is a short story written by the renowned author, Indian poet, writer, as well as a philosopher, Rabindranath Tagore. Now, what does the story talk about? The story revolves around the protagonist, namely Charu, a young woman who is married into a wealthy family but feels stifled and unfulfilled in her new home. Now, Charu, the protagonist, because she feels stifled and she feels that her life is unfulfilling, she longs for freedom and independence, which she finds in her interactions with a wandering monk, Athiti. Now, what does Athiti represent? Athiti represents freedom, spirituality, and a monk is a person who has broken away from all kinds of bondages, all kinds of societal norms. Therefore, when this girl, Charu, come in contact with this monk, he begins questioning her on her traditional role and responsibilities, encouraging her to explore her own inner desires and aspirations. We come to know through Athiti that Charu discovers a sense of liberation and self-discovery, ultimately leading her to take a very bold decision that defies all kinds of social norms or social expectations, whatever the society expects of you rather. Therefore, this short story written by Rabindranath Tagore explores the themes of tradition versus modernity, societal bondages, constraints on women especially, and the search for an individual identity and how to fulfill that. Tagore's Athiti also dives deep into the complexities of human relationships and the transformative power of the unexpected encounters. Therefore, overall, if you take the whole story, Athiti can be called a very poignant tale or short story reflecting Tagore's philosophy and his insights into human nature and his exploration of timeless philosophical questions. Now, coming to the short story itself, if we were to critically analyze the short story, the story is set in a riverside village of Kathalia in rural Bengal. And because it's a rural background, the author has beautifully described the village scene with its pastures and jute fields and paddy fields and ghats and narrow paths leading to different places, and trees buzzing with insects like crickets, and when evening comes, the whole tree is aglow with fireflies. But what happens in the story is that the first 10 days of the story takes place on a houseboat on which this zamindar called Motilal Babu, along with his family, was returning home. He's in a boat, houseboat. And it was on this boat that Tarapada, the protagonist of the story, takes a lift to go to the village Nandigram on the way to Kathalia. And it was in these 10 days that Tarapada himself makes useful to the Zamindar's family by helping them in various tasks. Now, it is at Motilal Babu's house that Tarapada gradually develops a liking for Motilal's daughter, Babu's daughter, called Charu Shashi. I have used the short form of the name called her Charu. Her full name is Charu Shashi, who does not like Tarapada and feels jealous of him. Charu Shashi is married to Tarapada, though she does not like him, and Tarapada is not aware of Motilal Babu's secret plan of getting his daughter married to him. But on one moonlit evening, Tarapada visits the ghats and sees people going in the boats for the chariot festival. And it is then that, that a new bond is going to be built between Charu Shashi and Tarapada. So, when this, what is the symbolism in the story? Now, if we were to discuss the symbolism, Athiti reveals several layers of symbolism and social commentary and philosophical exploration. Athiti represents more than just a wandering monk. He symbolizes freedom, spirituality, and breaking of societal norms. His arrival disrupts the stagnancy of Charu's life, prompting her to question her traditional roles and desires. So, the story offers a profound exploration of individual identity and societal expectations and the pursuit of spiritual and emotional fulfillment.